Welcome to Inspiring Women. Inspiring Women TV is a program designed to inspire, inform, entertain, enlighten, and empower the 21st century woman. My name is Akudo, and today I have with me a very, very special guest. We're at the Women for Africa Business Summit, Business and Leadership Summit, and my guest today is a secret millionaire, but she's not a secret millionaire anymore because she's out there. And what resonates with me is that she said that her aim in life is to inspire and empower 1 million women around the world. And you might think, how is she going to do that? You're going to find out. And thank you for watching. My guest today is Caroline Marsh.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. It is a pleasure for me to be here.
It is a pleasure. It is an honor to have you here today.
Thank you.
So tell us about yourself, just a bit of your background.
About myself? Okay.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm African. I was born and brought up in Africa, in Zambia to be more specific.
Okay.
I lived in Africa all my life up until 10 years ago when my husband and I relocated here to the UK. I have 3 boys, lovely boys,
Wow.
and I'm married, yes. So my oldest one is 21 and the youngest one is 8. So I live in just outside Wiltshire in an area outside Swindon. So I'm excited to be here.
So you said you're African originally.
That's right.
So what was life for you in Africa growing up?
It was exciting.
Okay.
Where we lived, when I was first growing up, we lived in a nice neighborhood, in a nice home. Both my parents had really good jobs and life was exciting. And that changed when I was 13, when my father, who was my inspiration, died. Then of course we had to move homes from a fabulous house to, just living in another area, and we changed schools, and life was a big challenge. Up until I realized my dream when I was about 19.
Okay.
Yes, where my dream was to become an air hostess.
Oh, really?
And so it was. I think I just loved the glamour. Growing up, I used to think, wow, I want to be an air hostess when I grow up, and so that was what I wanted to do.
Okay, so how did you become an air hostess? Tell us about that.
How did I become an air hostess?
Did you have to train? Or?
Well, of course, there was a local airline. I think the exciting thing was how I got the opportunity, and I love to tell people whatever it is that your dreams and your aspirations are, you must hold on to your dreams, because that's what drives you to your next level. So when I was growing up, I wanted to be an air hostess, and at the age of 19, I remember seeing an advert in the paper, and they were looking for air hostesses. And so when I applied for the job, I discovered there was 5,000 applicants.
5,000?
5,000 people for 10 positions.
Wow.
So I thought, oh my gosh, but you know what? I thank God because I was one of the 10. At
Really?
the end, yes, and I began to live my dreams. So hold on to your dreams. Whatever you're dreaming to become or to have, hold on to that and work through that.
I hope you're taking notes, because Caroline has said she hold on to your dreams. She had 5,000 people applying for a job for 10 positions.
10 positions,
and you
right.
got there.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely,
So how has the journey been from being an air hostess to
suddenly
not so secret millionaire anymore?
I know. I think the secret millionaire story is almost, I won't say an aside, but I think it was just to try and bring out an understanding to people to say what your dreams are like. We can create our world of possibilities. We have the remarkable ability within us, and so it's up to us. So I began the life of discovery, and you have to become uncomfortable with your current situation or circumstances and begin to find out, why am I here? What is my purpose? And through that discovery, that's what happened for me. I went to a business conference all around discovery. In fact, I was praying. I said, God, show me, what am I here for? What are my plans? What should I be working on? And it was at the conference that I heard an investor talk about property investments. But it wasn't just because it was about making money. It was actually, it resonated with me. So the money idea was we would make money using property investments.
Okay.
But the whole basis of around the business was around people, and I love people. So because of my passion I love customer services and making people happy. I mean, being an air hostess, that's what you do most of the time. And so it's carrying on that same dream, and through that discovery, I've been able to discover actually why I do what I do, why I'm here. And I did the mentoring and training with a guy, Steve Bolton, and he helped me establish a successful property business. And I think the property business itself was so successful that we had Channel 4 ask us to be on their program.
Yes.
And for those of you that have never seen the program, it's a Channel 4 program which will take a millionaire undercover into a world of voluntary and community projects. And so you would go in there and make a difference with your own money. So so I went to a very deprived area here in the UK called Toxteth, and I made a difference there. It was a life-changing thing for me in the sense that I was able to make a difference in a land where people say is a land of opportunity. Now, I'm not disregarding there is an opportunity in England, there is, but also there is levels of deprivation that people don't actually talk about. So you make a difference wherever you are. You don't have to be in the UK, you don't have to be in Africa. Everywhere you are, you make a difference, and that was the whole object. So it's excited me, and in fact, the other reason was they asked me to go as a single mother.
Okay.
Now, I never imagined my life as a single woman because obviously I'm married.
Yeah.
However, my mother almost brought us up on her own as a single mother.
Okay.
And I wanted to understand what is life like, as a single parent. And it was through that journey that I discovered, my gosh, it's a hard thing. And I felt for them, and I began to think, you don't judge people. In fact, you try and understand where they're at. Every case is different. So we go out there and make a difference, and that's how I was on the program, The Secret Millionaire, which is a great journey, great journey.
So how was the experience for you?
It was tough. It was so tough. It was so tough. Right now, if they gave me £1 million, I wouldn't do it.
Really? That's interesting.
No way. It was just so tough. It was emotionally draining. In just the things that I was going through. I took my son with me, and it was a long journey, the two of us, and seeing the women, the conditions in which they live. And a lot of the times I appreciated Africa. For once, well, not for once, I think that was one of the most times in my life where I thought Africa has got to be appreciated here, because we have one thing that probably this community might not have, that's community. We have such a tight network of people, and I began to think I was isolated. I was out there as a new person in an area and with no great support. So
family support.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. And so that was the key things. And these are mental issues, not so much to do with money. And that was when I began to think, there's more to my life than actually what I'm doing right now.
Okay. And then you've said your goal is to inspire 1 million women around the world.
Absolutely.
How do you intend to do that? That seems like a large
It seems
goal,
like I know,
it looks
massive. It looks a massive goal, but you know what?
Yeah.
Right now we're living in a global IT community.
That's right.
The world has simply become our own oyster, because I was in Zambia, and in the very remote areas, they can actually access a laptop. Now you'd ask, well, how can they do that? Because there is no electricity. One of the guys we're working with here, in fact in Swindon, he's made a solar panel that charges laptops.
Okay.
So we Intel donated some laptops. We took the laptops and the solar panel, and together with that, we're now able to actually have internet connection through buying a dongle.
Wow.
So everything is possible, and I believe that if you can use that medium, and of course I will travel around, of which I've been doing lately, but travel around and go and see those women. And my idea is to find the people that nobody wants to go to. The people that people don't, they don't think that they can be reachable. I want to take the challenge once and say, actually, I want to work with them. And so that is my dream. And of course, I can't do it on my own.
Yeah.
I will need other people around me. I need other powerful women to work with me.
Okay.
And so it would be good to collaborate with other people that are doing it already. But I've started already the journey, and it's an exciting program already.
So how do people contact you then if they want to partner with you? Or do you run mentoring programs for women?
Aside this,
yes.
So in the sense that mentoring, so I used to actually do mentoring where I have one-on-one mentoring, but that's time consuming at the moment with just so many commitments at the time in the time being. However, probably towards middle of next year, we will start again the mentoring program.
Write that down.
So my email address is www.carolinemarsh.com, and so that address will then send you to my website where you can register or just share interest. And if nothing else, I do write newsletters and emails that are also inspiring, and in fact I give all the tips on how you can run your successful business right from start to actually making it happen. We used to run a training program, we still do, which will resume next year. It's called Concept to Cash in 90 Days.
Okay.
It means we help you take your concept, your idea, your passion, whatever it is, and in 90 days we make sure, can this thing work to them in the marketplace, and give you all the tools and expertise that you need to take on your passion to profits.
So when are you looking at running that again?
We'll probably look at next year, middle of next year. I can't give an exact date because we're working on 2 other projects at the same time, so I want to be more realistic in how I offer my time available.
Okay, so you have lots of projects going on at the same time.
Absolutely. So I still work. We're running other charity events, working with schools in Africa and here in the UK. So that's taking up a bit of my time, but also growing my property portfolio. So in doing that, it just means I can only be there and have family. I've got to run my own business here. So I need to just manage myself and my time well.
And how do you manage your time, your family, your business, your marriage? Yes, with everything else.
Oh, exciting. I love that topic because most women say to me, but I have too many things to do. Yes. I got kids and I got this. Well, so have I. So have I. But the key thing that I learned is having to prioritize your life.
Okay.
Prioritizing your life, managing your time well. So it's making sure you identify what is your goal for this week, for this month, for this year. And then from there you write down what has to get done to achieve all those key goals. And there you arrange again in what priority order. Everything else documented. So when you wake up Monday morning, you are not surprised with everything else going in different direction, but actually you're following some key guided ideas or to-dos so that these things will take you to your ultimate goal. So prioritizing is a key area. In fact, mid next year I'll be launching a book specific just for that. So it's not a book, it's actually a planner. So it's a millionaire planner, and basically it helps you, how do you think like a millionaire, how do you plan like a millionaire, how do you get results like a millionaire.
So there's lots to look forward to.
2014 is an exciting one, that's right.
Yeah, so her website is www.carolinemarsh.com, and I know there's an ebook, a free ebook,
that's right,
that people can download and get to learn about business secrets of millionaires. Wow, there's so much to learn from you. Are you available for speaking engagements?
I am, yes, I am. But again, I just need to manage myself first. So it depends when and where, then I could be available to come and speak at a different event. Okay,
so you're contactable
absolutely. So you just go via the website and just, you log in, send me an email from there, and that will be accessed by me.
Okay. One final word for a woman who's out there and thinks there's so much more to me, but I'm not maximizing my potential. What word would you give them? How do I fulfill my purpose in life? What would you say to that woman out there?
To that woman out there, I would say to you, first of all, understand what it is that you're meant to be doing. Once you find out what you're passionate about, what the idea is, and then now begin to acquire the knowledge. Because without knowledge, it is very easy for you to fail, to be discouraged, and in fact to never achieve. So get all the relevant knowledge that you need. This knowledge will help you in taking you to your next level with your particular business. And above all things, make sure you have a good team of people around you to support you. I'm a businesswoman, but I never made it on my own. I have people around me that have supported me all the way, and that should be your way of thinking. If you can't find anybody else, Google. If you can Google, you will find networks, and networks will help you to your next level. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. There's so much to learn from Caroline. Go to her website on www.carolinemarsh.com. And thank you for joining us on Inspiring Women TV.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure, and I do wish you success as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.